So in this video, we're gonna talk about finding the greatest common factor, or the GCF. So what is the greatest common factor, or the GCF? When we say greatest common factor, it is the largest factor common to given set of numbers. So we can find the GCF using this method. First is the listing method. The listing method. So this is one of the method that we can use in finding the GCF. Second is the factor 3. Another way to find the GCF of, or another way to find the GCF is the factor 3. So listing method, when we say listing method, it simply lists the factors of each number in the set, then look for the factors that are common in all numbers in the set, then pick out the largest factor. Next, how about the factor 3? In factor 3, it is used to get the prime factorization of each number. Then, list the prime factorization of each number. After that, circle the prime factors that are common in both numbers. Then lastly, multiply the circled numbers together to get the GCF. So let's have an example. Let's try to use these two methods in finding the greatest common factor. First, the listing method. Example, how we are going to use the listing method in finding GCF. First example, find the GCF of 15 and 18. So in listing method, you just simply list the factors of each number in the set. So we need to list the factors of 15, of course, 1, 3, 5, and 15. So these are the factors of 15. 1 times 15 is 15, and 3 times 5 is 15. Next, 18. We're going to list the factors of 18. First, 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18. So these are the factors of 18. Now, what is the GCF of 15 and 18? Again, we are looking for the greatest common factor. So there are two common factors between 15 and 18, the 1 and the 3. But we rather choose, or we'd rather pick the 3 because 3 is the most, or the largest, or the greatest common factor between them. So the greatest common factor of 15 and 18 is 3. Next, another example. What is the GCF of 24 and 32? So again, apply the listing method. So list the factor of 24, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. So these are the factors of 24. 1 times 24 is 24. 2 times 12 is 24. 3 times 8 is 24. And 6 times 4 is 24. How about 32? So 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and 32. So these are the factors of 32. 1 times 32 is 32, 2 times 16 is 32, and 8 times 16 is 32. Now, again, we need to look for the greatest common factor. So what is the greatest common factor between 24 and 32. There are three common factors between 24 and 32. Four. Oh, the 1, the 2, the 4, the 8. But we are looking for the greatest common factor. Therefore, the greatest common factor between 24 and 32 is 8. So that's how to find the GCF, or the greatest common factor, using the listing method. Next, another example or another method that we are going to use in finding the GCF is the factor 3. So what's this, or what is the factor 3? Again, when we say factor 3, it is used to get the prime factorization of each number. Then list the prime factorization of each number. Then after that, circle the prime factors that are common in both numbers. And lastly, multiply the circled numbers together to get the greatest common factor. Okay, example. Find the greatest common factor of 6 and 12. So using the factor 3, let's focus on 6. So the first factor of 6 is 2 times 3. Next, 12. The factor of 12 are, except 1 and itself, is 3 times 4. Again, 4 is not a prime number. So we are going to find the factor of 4, which is 2 times 2. So again, try to look. There are two common factors between 6 and 12. So the 3 and the 2. Here also, the 3 and the 2. So multiply 2 times 3 is equal to 6. Therefore, the GCF, or the greatest common factor of 6 and 12, is 6. Another example. Find the greatest common factor of 16 and 48. 16 and 48. So we try this 16. The factor of 16 is, aside from 1 and itself, is 8 times 2. Next, get the factor of 8, 4 times 2, and the factor of 4 is 2 times 2. If the number or one of the factor is not a prime number, you can get the another factor, or the factor of that number. Next, 48. The factor of 48, the two number when you multiply is 48, or the product is 48, is 8 times 6. Then 8, since 8 is not a prime number, so the factor of 8 is 4 times 2. The factor of 4 is 2 times 2. Next, the factor of 6 is 2 times 3. And now, encircle the common factor. So these are the common factors: 2, 3, 4, and 5. And also here. So multiply or get the product of that 4 common factor. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 to determine the GCF of, or to find the GCF, or to get the GCF of 16 and 48. So 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. Therefore, the greatest common factor between 16 and 48 is 16. So that's how to find the greatest common factor using the listing method and the factor 3 method. I hope that you've learned a lot, and do not forget to like, share, comment, and also to subscribe on my YouTube channel for more videos and ideas to learn in mathematics.